Right. Today we are going to talk about tenses. Now tell me, what does it mean by tenses? What does it mean by tenses? What do you think about tenses? So if you look at the screen, there is a funny cartoon picture, right? Just look at the picture, you will be able to understand a little funny incident. So one day our country will be corruption free. Which tense is it? Future impossible tense, right? So it's a cartoon published in a famous reputed newspaper, right? So I just mentioned this picture to give a little bit fun, to create a little bit fun and to create a little bit interest in the audience. All right. So now tell me, what does it mean by tenses? What do you think about tenses?
The tenses give us the time of period, time of the
action.
yeah,
Time of action, right? So tenses is nothing but time of an action. Right? Time of an action is called tenses. So generally, as we all know that there are three tenses. Present tense, past tense, and then future tense. Okay, we all know that there are three tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense.
Yeah.
Now, each tense again divided into 4 types. So as we all know that there are three tenses, each tense again divided into 4 types. So altogether we have 12 tenses. So these are the 4 subdivisions of tenses. So first, what is the subdivision? What is the first subdivision? Simple tenses. So it might be simple present tense, it might be simple past, it might be simple future. Right? Now the second type is continuous. Right? And then perfect. Present perfect, past perfect, and then future perfect. And the fourth one is perfect continuous. Perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous. Right? So altogether, 3 main tenses divided into 4 other subcategories in each tense. So altogether we have 12 tenses. Right. Now, first of all, what is meant by present tense? What is meant by present tense? What does it mean? So a tense which talks about an action which is going on. A tense which talks about an action which is going on or happening at the moment. Happening at the moment, called present tense. In general, if you say in general, an action which is happening now, is known as present tense. Yes. So example, I play cricket. He is speaking English. They have gone to school. We have been listening to music. So if you observe all these 4 examples, we can understand simple presents, present continuous, present perfect continuous. So I have given 4 different examples with 4 different variations.
Yes.
Right? Now, past continuous. What does it mean by past continuous? A tense which talks about an action which was already completed. So present tense means which is happening now. Past means which was already completed. Yes, which was already completed or happened, called past tense. So if you observe the examples, in the first set of examples under the present tense, I have given all the examples in simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Similarly, if we come to past, here also I have given simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous.
Yes.
Right? So I played cricket. So in the first example, you will be able to see here, I
Simple.
play cricket. So
Simple.
here we used V1. Yes, simple present tense, V1.
V1.
Whereas in past tense, first example is nothing but
I played.
past. Yes, I played. So here we used past simple verb. Simply past simple verb, right? So I played, V2 form, past
V2 form.
form. Right here, I play cricket, V1. Here V2.
V2.
In the second example, he is speaking English. So here is,
Is.
which is talking about third person singular, and it is in present continuous.
Present
Whereas in
continuous.
the second example, he was
Past continuous.
past continuous. In the third example, they have gone to school.
School.
They have gone to school.
Third person, no?
Yes. So that is
Third.
third person plural.
Have gone.
Yes, third
Perfect.
person plural, and we have used have form.
Perfect.
Right? Perfect tense. And
Perfect.
whenever you are using perfect tense, you should use V3 form, verb 3 form. Similarly, in the past tense. So here we used have because it is present perfect.
Present.
Here we used had because it's
Past.
perfect.
Perfect.
Right? So perfect continuous also. We have been listening to music. We have been listening to music. So it is present perfect continuous.
Continuous.
Present perfect.
Perfect continuous.
That is why we are using here. We have been listening to music. But in the past perfect continuous, we have to use have form of past.
Had.
We had been listening to music. Clear?
Yes.
Right. So now, third tense. As we all know that third type is nothing but
Future.
tense.
Tense.
Yes, future tense. So a tense which talks about an action which is going to happen or which is going to be taken
To be
place.
happen. To be
Yes.
taken place.
Which is going to be happen
Be
or
taken
going
place.
to be taken place soon or in the near future, in the future, called future tense. So present tense means happening now.
Now.
Past tense means completed.
Completed.
Future means will happen soon. It will happen after some time. Past, present, future. So if you take our body as present, behind our body is nothing but past, in front of our body is nothing but future. Past, present, future. Right? Like that.
Now, back is past, front is present. Future where? Future.
Back is past.
Yeah.
Our body is present.
Body is present.
Yes. So future means in front of us.
Yes, yes.
So front, back, and our body.
Yes.
Like that, we can distinguish the difference between past, present, and then future.
And future.
Yes. Next. So examples. So if you observe, there is only a few differences you will be able to identify between present tense to past tense and future tense. So here we used V1. Whereas in simple past, we used V2.
V2.
Right? In the future tense, we used shall plus
V1.
Yes. Shall plus
V1.
V1. Shall or will can be used in future.
Shall and will same meaning only. Shall and will.
I'll give you the difference. Little later, I'll give you the difference.
Yeah.
Right? So in present continuous, is. Because it is third person singular, we used is. In the past tense, was. Okay? In the future tense, will be.
Yes.
Okay. Here I'm just giving you the differences. Right? Next. In the perfect tense, present perfect, have or has. Right? In the past perfect, you will get only had form. In the future, you will get only have, no question of has.
Will have.
Will have.
Want.
So will is nothing but future, no doubt about it. Will do, will be, next will have been. Right? So all are future. If there is will or shall, that is nothing but future. Next, perfect continuous. Have been or has been in present. Had been in past. Next, will have been in future. Will have been in future.
Will have been means already.
Future perfect continuous.
Perfect continuous.
Yes, future perfect continuous. All right, now.
They will have been, we won't use. They will have been.
Yes, they will have been, we will use.
Ah.
Right, so that is future perfect continuous.
Continuous.
Yes, we will have been, they will have been.
Here, they will be having listening.
Yes. He'll have been, she'll have been,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I shall have been, like that. So I'll give you the differences also step by step. Now,
Yes.
right. So here I would like to show you a small Excel document. You'll be able to understand that. Right. Now, so as we discussed just now, there are different types of tenses, right? So let us talk about step by step. So first, name of the tense, and then structure, then we will go for examples. All right, so first one, simple present. Next, present continuous. Next, present perfect. Next, present perfect continuous. Okay, so now let us discuss step by step and their structures and examples. So first, what is the first one here?
Subject.
Simple present tense. Right. So we are talking about simple present tense now. So what is simple present tense? And what is the structure? And how can you identify the structure and example? Right. So that is what we are discussing now. So first, simple present tense structure. Right. Subject plus V1 plus object. Subject plus V1 plus object. That is structure 1. Now structure 2. There is another structure, subject plus do or does, or V1 plus object. Subject plus do or does plus V1 plus object. I do speak English, like that. Okay. I do speak English. This is second structure. This is first structure. I speak English. That is one style. I do speak English. That is second style. Right? So these are two structures for simple present tense. So if you observe, there is the verb V1, verb form V1. We are using verb form V1 in simple present tense. So try to remember that whenever we are using simple present tense, you should use V1. So here also, you can easily identify that you are using V1 in simple present tense. Okay. Now, and another difference you should remember is do, does. Do, does. So when you should use do, when you should use does. So if it is third person singular, if it is third person singular, then does. Rest all conditions do.
Third person means he or she.
Yes, he, she, it.
It.
Yes, he, she, it. Third person singulars. So for third person singulars, that too simple present tense only. Don't get confused. In simple present tense, if it is third person singular, then you can use does. For rest all, you should use only do.
Do
I
only.
do, we do, they do, you do. But
Yes.
he, she, it does. For he, she, it does.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Good. Right. Now, present continuous. Present continuous.
Continuous.
Subject plus am, is, or plus V1 plus ing plus object. So here you need to keep in mind the differences. Am, is, are, helping verbs. We are using helping verbs here. Plus present participle, V1 plus ing. And try to remember one point, whenever we are using continuous tense, there should be V1 plus ing. Okay, whatever the continuous tense, it might be present continuous or past continuous or future continuous, or present perfect continuous or past perfect continuous or future perfect continuous. If it is continuous in the sense, there should be V1 plus ing tense. V1 plus ing. It's a blind rule. You can remember easily. All right. So it is present continuous. That's why we are using helping verbs like am for first person singular. I am. Next, first person plural. We are. Second person singular and plural. You are. Third person singular. He is. She is. It is. So you need to remember for third person singular. Is for third person singular. So here,
It is.
yes, here does for third person singular. Okay.
Yes.
So does for third person singular, is for third person singular, am for only I.
Yes.
Right. Next, present perfect. Present perfect. Right. So the structure, subject plus have or has plus V3 plus object. Subject plus have or has plus V3 plus object. So here you need to keep in mind have or has. Okay. So again, try to remember third person singulars. For third person singulars, has.
Helping verb.
Yes. For third person singulars, has. Rest of all conditions, have. I have. We have. You have. They have. But third person singulars, he has. She has. It has. He has. She has. It has.
Yes.
Okay. So if you observe here, I mentioned for third person singulars only I've been rounding off. I mean, I'm highlighting only third person singulars. The rest of the things mostly similar. Okay.
Yes.
So does for third person singulars, is for third person singulars, has for third person singulars. And one more observation you need to keep in mind whenever you are writing perfect tense, whatever the perfect tense it might be. If it is present perfect or past perfect or future perfect, either present perfect, past perfect or future perfect. If you are writing perfect tense in the sense, try to remember that you should use V3 form. Whatever the perfect tense it might be. If it is present tense, V3, have or has plus V3. If it is past, had plus V3. If it is future, will have V3. Will have plus V3.
Sir, one doubt, one doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
She is gone.
She has gone.
He is wrong, no?
Yeah, he is wrong. She has gone.
If mostly all will tell she is gone.
No, she has gone.
Mostly all we are using she's gone, he's gone.
So in that case, what we should do is, she went, or he went. Yeah. So he went to the market, he went to the business, or he went for business, or he went to the office. Right? She went. So she is gone is wrong. He is gone is wrong. He has or she has.
Yeah.
Right. So whenever you are using have or has form, you should use V3. That is perfect tense. Whenever you are writing perfect tense, whenever you are using perfect tense, there should be V3 form.
V3 form.
That is another, yes, that is another observation you need to keep in mind. Now, present perfect continuous. Present perfect
continuous.
Yes. So subject plus have or has plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. So as I said in present continuous, so present continuous, as I said in present continuous, V1 plus ing should be there in all continuous tenses.
Yes.
So it is present perfect continuous. Again, continuous word is there. So here you can observe V1 plus ing.
Continuous.
Right? Yes.
Continuous.
So whenever you are writing continuous tense, there should be V1 plus ing form. Whatever the continuous tense it might be, there should be V1 plus ing. That is one observation you need to keep in mind. And the second observation is perfect continuous. So whatever the perfect tense you are talking about, same part you have to add plus been. So for example, I have, that is perfect, present perfect, I have. So perfect continuous in the sense, I have been, add been.
Been.
Yes. So if it is she has, then add she has been. We have been. He has been. It has been. They have been. Like that. Right? So perfect tense should be remain same. But what we need to do is we need to add been. We need to add been. Okay. So perfect continuous tense in the sense there should be been.
Been.
Yes. So if there is been, no doubt it is perfect continuous.
Continuous.
It might be present perfect continuous, it might be past perfect continuous, it might be future perfect continuous. If there is been, that is nothing but perfect continuous.
Continuous.
Have been or has been, present perfect. Had been, past perfect.
Past perfect.
Will have been, future perfect.
Future.
Yes. Future perfect continuous. All right. So is it clear so far?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Usage of tenses.
Right. Now we are going to talk about usage of tenses. All right. So what is the first one?
Simple present.
Yes, simple
present.
Yes, simple present. What does it mean by simple present tense? And when we should use? Right? So mostly what happens is most of the times we discuss what is meant by simple present tense. I mean, what does it mean by simple present tense? And then what is the structure? But mostly we don't focus on the usage. That is why I'm giving the usage of tenses, also various tenses. So first, simple present tense can be used to talk about universal truths. Universal truths.
Truth.
Right. Second, habitual actions. habitual actions. Next, to introduce quotations. To introduce quotations. To express planned activities. Planned activities or planned actions. So for example, if you have any schedules or if you have planned any work, right, any business plan, then you can use that simple present tense. You can explain that concept in simple present tense. Next, scientific facts. Scientific facts should be mentioned in simple present. Right, now present continuous. Present continuous. First, for an action going on at the moment. For an action going on at the moment, which is continuing. So which is continuing at the moment. Next, for a temporary action. For a temporary action. For a temporary action. All right. Next, for a future planned action. For a future planned actions. Right. So generally, if it is not planned action, then you can mention in simple future. But if it is future planned action, then you can mention that in present continuous. Present continuous. For example, President of India is going to visit. Going to visit. Yes. Yeah. So he is going to visit. Because a president in the sense he is not a common man. He is not an ordinary man. So in that case, there should be a proper plan. There should be a proper future planned action. Yes. Action plan. So in that case, we can mention that in present continuous. You don't need to bother about simple future or future continuous. Directly you can mention in present continuous. Now, present perfect. Present perfect. Yes. For just completed actions. For just completed actions. Right? So, present perfect tense should be used for just completed actions. Yes. To express past actions whose time is not specified. Present perfect is used to express past actions whose time. So when that action completed, if you don't have clear information, in that case you should use present perfect. And for past event whose result is still felt. For example, the action is completed, but the result hasn't been announced, or the result hasn't been happened, or if the result hasn't been felt. In that case, we should use present perfect. Okay.
The result of a SSC examination.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. All right. For an action started in the past and continued up to now. Action started in the past, but still continued up to now. In that case, we should use present perfect.
Perfect.
Yes. Now, present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. For an action which began at some time. Some is nothing but sometime in the past and is still going on. For an action which is started in the past but still going on. Started in the past but still continuing. In that case, we should use present perfect continuous. Is it clear?
Yes.
All right. Now, come to the examples. So we discussed What does it mean by tenses? What are the structures? And what is the usage of those tenses? Now we are going to practice the usage. Right? Now we are going to practice the usage. Usage in sense in the form of example. Right? So we
Sir,
discussed.
past tense you did not explain. Past tense.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah,
So we are going to talk about that little later because
yeah.
first we need to start with present, then
Present.
we can go for past, then we can go for future.
Okay.
Right? So today we are talking about present tense, all four types. Right? Now, so the example. If you observe here, I play cricket. I play cricket.
Cricket.
That is simple present tense. Correct? So here we used V1, present form. I play cricket. Whereas in present continuous, I am playing cricket.
Yes.
Continue.
So am, yes, continuous tense.
Helping verb. Helping verb.
Yes, am, I am. So I is first person singular, that's why we are using am. I am playing cricket. Now, present perfect. Present perfect.
Perfect.
I have played cricket. I have played cricket.
Cricket.
Yes. So it is first person singular. That's why we are using have. I have played. It is V3.
V3.
Yes. I have played V3 form. Next. So as I said earlier, perfect continuous in the sense, so whatever the sentence has been there in the perfect, the same thing should be followed by been. Right? I have. So it's been there in the
I have
perfect tense
been.
already. So I have plus been. I have plus been. And continuous tense, perfect continuous tense. So continuous in the sense V1 plus ing, playing. Play plus ing, playing.
V
I
plus
have
ing.
been playing cricket.
Helping verb, which one?
Yes, have is the helping verb.
Been. Been also.
Next, yes. Been is
Been.
perfect continuous. Perfect continuous helping verb.
Been also helping verb.
Yes, been also helping verb, but it is perfect continuous helping. Only
Yes.
the perfect continuous will use this.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right. So I have been playing cricket. Right. Now, come to the second example. He speaks English. He speaks English. So generally, what is the base verb? He speak. Generally, the base verb is speak. Base verb is speak. But we are talking about third person singular in the present tense. That is why we added yes. So as per
He
the
does
rule,
speak. We can say he does speak English.
exactly. So he speaks English in the sense he does speak. So we need to add yes or es to the base verb, base form of the verb in present tense. That too we are talking when we are talking about third person singular. If the subject is third person singular and the sentence in simple present tense, in that case we should add s or es to the verb. That is the rule. As per that rule, we added s to the base verb. So base verb is nothing but speak.
Speak.
Right? So we added yes. He speaks English. That is simple present tense. Now come to present continuous. He is speaking English. He is speaking English. So here, this is first person singular in the first example. This is first person singular. That's why we added I am. But here, third person singular. So we should use is. He is continuous tense, speaking, right? He is speaking English. He is speaking English. Perfect. He has spoken English. He has spoken English. So for the third person singular, if it is perfect tense, we should use has. Okay, has plus V3 form.
V3.
Yes, has plus V3 form. Right? So he has spoken English. Right? Perfect continuous. So as usual, he has plus been. He has been. Again, continuous. Speaking. He has been speaking English. He has been speaking English. Now, come to third example. Right? We discussed first person singular, third person singular. Now we are talking about a just plural. Of course, it is third person plural, but consider it as a plural. Simple plural. Right? For all plural, we should follow the same pattern. That's why I'm giving only one plural. Mostly the difference you should identify between first person singular, third person singular, and plurals. For the first person singular, third person singular, plurals. These are the three differences we should keep in mind whenever we are talking about tenses. All right. Now, they listen. Listen in a sense. Listen plus
They do
to talk.
listen.
Yes, they do
They do
listen.
listen.
They
V1.
do listen to music. They do listen to music. Very good. Next, they are. So for plural, all plurals, we are, you are, they are. For all plurals, we should use plural helping verb. We are, you are, they are. First person plural, second person plural, and third person plurals. So if you observe all plurals, they always follow the same rule. That is why I'm giving only one example for plural. They listen to music. They are listening to music because it is continuous tense. So continuous tense in the sense there should be V1 plus ing, right? They are listening to music. Next, have, because it is plural. They have listened, perfect tense, right? So whenever we are writing perfect tense, there should be V3 form. They have listened to music. They have listened to music. Right? Next, they have plus been. They have plus been. Perfect continuous. They have plus been. They have been listening. Continuous tense. Listening. They have been listening to music. They have been listening to music. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Any doubts so far?
No.
No, sir.
Right, good.